What is going on, guys? It's MikeyP, and today we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna throw a solo video at you today. Don't get these too often, but why not throw it in every once in a while, right? We have an issue here. We have a really big issue here. Now I was talking to someone that is no longer in my life. Anyway, they call me fake. I don't really appreciate it because I feel like I'm one of the realest people I know. I keep it real, even though I keep to myself. I keep it real. I figured why not do a little get to know me, all about me, whatever you want to call it. I got some questions on my phone. I'm going to answer that way. The real MikeyP is exposed. The real MikeyP is out there for all to know. So without further ado, let's get into it. What is your name? Philip Michael Petrus. I go by my middle name. Philip is my first name. I do not like the name Philip. I do not go by it unless it's in school because I am just sick of repeating myself to teachers saying I go by Michael. Oh, where does Michael come from? Well, on the paper it says Philip M. You know, take a guess. Like, come on, bro. Take a guess. Why were you given that name? Philip is the name of my father and my grandfather, and Michael is the name of my other grandfather. So I guess they kind of just ran in their families, and my parents decided to blend them together. What are your nicknames? The only real nickname I've ever had, or not really ever had, but that ever stuck was Lucky Man. 8th grade year. For some reason, one of my friends thought I was a lucky person. They always said, "Oh, you're so lucky, 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 lucky." And for some reason, man, come on, man, was a really big word of mine that year. My friend combined lucky and man and made Lucky Man. Now, when I was an 8th grade and freshman year rapper, it was Lucky Man. I even got a hat. Man, should we do the rest of the video with the Lucky Man hat on? Alright, we're gonna do the rest of the video on this until I get too hot. What is your birth month and day? September 25th. How tall are you? 5'10", 5'8", and Crocs. What are you allergic to? Absolutely nothing to my knowledge. Do you have or have you had any body modifications? No piercings, no tattoos. But I have been thinking for like the past year and a half that I want to get a tattoo. I am the biggest New York Giants fan. I want to get a New York Giants tattoo. I just don't know what it is. Are you left or right-handed? Right. What is the story behind one of your scars? The only one I can really think of, you're not gonna be able to see because I have too much hair, but I have a scar on my head. It's pretty much, it was a bump for the longest time, but I think I finally got rid of the bump. It's just a scar now. But when I was a little kid, I fell asleep on the couch. We had a marble coffee table right next to the couch. I fell off, I whacked that. There was a bunch of blood running down my head. It was 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I just know I fell off and I hit my head and hurt. Ran upstairs. I think my mom was more terrified than I actually was, because there was just a bunch of blood running down my face. Yeah, that's pretty much the only scar I have. Is there anything weird on your body? I just have like 10 to 15 pounds of this jiggly substance on my body that just hangs around and likes to just be there, and I don't know, man. It likes to cover up my abs, muscles, and all that, and it's weird. But on some real shit, anything weird about my body? I can't really think of anything weird. What's your favorite thing about your body? Probably my calves. Alright, sorry, we're not wearing that. How many are in your immediate family? What's their relation to you? In my immediate family, there's me, including me, there's 3 of us. Me, my mom, my dad. Do you have any pets? I have 2 dogs. This is Ava. She is a 4-year-old German Shepherd. We spend almost all our time together. We go for walks all the time, right, Ava? Yeah, we go for walks all the time. She's a little rambunctious and crazy, but as she gets older, that's gonna slowly go away. But yeah, that's one of the dogs. More so my dog. As much as I love Ava, this is the greatest dog ever. It's okay, Gibby. I got you. This big guy here is Gibby. Gibby, say hi. Say hi, Gibby. Gibby. He is a 2-year-old English Bulldog, and he is the greatest dog ever. So much, most emotion I've ever seen in a dog. Personality, like he's probably the coolest dog ever. And he's heavy as fuck. Are you single or taken? I am single. Do you believe in love at first sight? No. It's like judging a book by its cover. You can't just fall in love with what you see. You got to get to know the person to actually fall in love with them. Do you believe in soulmates? Soulmates are definitely something I believe in. There's someone out there for everyone that makes you feel complete. Do you believe in kissing on the first date? It depends on the vibe. Like if the chica's down for it, then of course I am. But like, I'm not gonna force myself, you know? Who should pay on the first date? This goes for the first date and every date after that. The man should always pay. Do you like pursuing or being pursued? I like pursuing. The only reason is because, or there's 2 reasons. One, if I was being pursued, it'd just be a bunch of older women, and I don't mean 4 or 5 years older than me. No, I mean like we're talking at least 10 years of age older than me. And age is but a number, but we're not in the same steps in life. And while it's not a huge thing that I'm looking for, it's something that I take and contribute. Like I'm a college student right now, so I'm not looking for someone who's out and trying to have a family. That's not where I'm at yet. So like to pursue, because if you get the girl, it's like, ha, I did it. It's that moment of accomplishment. Have you ever been caught masturbating? If you say no to this question, you're lying. Stop playing yourself. Do you kiss with your eyes closed? Yes, it leaves a hell of a lot more to the imagination. What would you instantly change about yourself if you could? I would change one of two things. The first one would be this gap on my face that refuses to grow any facial hair. That pisses me off. But on a serious note, it'd probably be my weight. Over the last month and a half, I did lose 30 pounds, so it's something that I am changing. Way to go, me. But instantly change, yeah, it'd be a hell of a lot easier if I did snap of a finger and it was gone. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, so the grind continues. What makes you angry? A few things that make me really angry when people change plans last second. And I'm not meaning like we had something planned and it changes last second because something dire came up, like, oh, I was in a car crash, or like something unspeakable happens, or something that needs to be addressed happens. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like we had plans for a week out of left field, you just changed them for absolutely no reason. And bad drivers. I hate bad drivers. What motivates you to work hard? This is something that can change from time and the task at hand. You know, one day it could be because someone told me I couldn't do something, or I'll never be able to accomplish anything from this, and I want to prove them wrong. Other times it could be big life change that usually would get you down, but I take it as a way to motivate myself to better myself as an individual. What makes you laugh the hardest? That's a tough one, because I laugh a lot. I love to laugh. It's my favorite thing to do, probably. You're not having a good time unless you're laughing. Probably just some of the stupid jokes me and my friends make. What makes you cry the easiest? Probably thinking about the people I've lost. I don't just mean death. Death is really the main one. People that I've just lost that I cared about as friends or whatever. Everyone in your life plays an important role to some extent. So thinking about the people you've lost, death, or just friendships or whatever ending. I have a weak spot for that kind of stuff. What do you do to relax? I probably just sit down, hop on my PlayStation or something and play some games with some friends. What are your 2 pet peeves? Bad drivers pisses me off so much. Number 2, carp haters, bro. Put some respect on Carp's name. What's your favorite movie? Probably be Forrest Gump. What's your favorite TV show? The only TV show I religiously watch is The Walking Dead. What's your favorite color? Blue. Back face to my watch, headphones, my bed sheets. Giants are blue. I bleed blue. It's all about the blue. What's your favorite song? That's probably the toughest question to ever answer. Right now, it's Death Jump Out the Window. That's just a banger right now, bro. What's your favorite food? Diet Mike loves his kale. Regular Michael, burgers and fries all day. What's your favorite season? Probably fall. What's your favorite quote?
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Do you sing in the shower? Do I sing in the shower, bro? I put on a show. What's your biggest fear? My biggest fear is probably dying before I get to see my kids accomplish their goals. What are your hobbies? Working out, filming, laughing. Is that a hobby? Do you collect anything? I guess you could say I collect Funko Pops maybe, even though it's not like, oh, I gotta go have all the Walking Dead ones or whatever. It's nothing ever like that. Getting the Pokemon again, really big. I mean, I got this box of Pokemon booster packs that I gotta open that I'm patiently waiting to film the video for. So this is slowly killing me every day. You know what? Let's open one. All right, here we go. Let's get something banger. And we are starting off with a Nidorino. Okay. Oh God. Super Potion, trainer card. Brock's Grit. Staryu again. Onyx. Energy. Voltorb. Another Tangela. Fuck. Next one's the reverse. Yo! No! Yo! Gary! It's a reverse carry. Oh my god. Yes, let's go. Bro, we just got a reverse carry. Oh my god, the hype is real. Yo. If you are interested in the online, that's upside down. Sorry. The code's online. Here you go. Freeze that. What was your first job? My first legit job was a busboy in a restaurant. With all due respect, thank you for the job, but it changed my perspective on the culinary aspect of the working world, I guess you can say. It changed my aspect on basically me wanting to be a chef, because that was a lifelong dream, and kind of just derailed that whole thing. I didn't have the passion for it after that job. Where's the strangest place you've ever peed? In a Snapple bottle, in a car, on a road trip. You just found out you have $1 million. What's the first thing you buy? The first thing I buy is probably my own house. As much as I am set here right now, I would love to live on my own. If you were the ruler of your own country, what would be the first rule you would introduce? You would have to be loyal. Loyalty would be the first rule, and if you were not to be loyal to whatever it may be, you would die. And it would be in many different ways. Basically, whatever I or the executor is feeling that specific day. You know, I watch a lot of horror movies, so I'm sure I can come up with some unique ways that you can't even imagine how to die. If you were immortal for a day, what would you do? I would do some of that Superman shit where you're like, or like a superhero movie where you jump off the building and you kind of just superhero punch the ground. That, check. That would be the first thing I do. If you could know the answer to any question other than what is the meaning of life, what would it be? Honestly, it would have to be a question only one person can answer, and no longer she's with us. It would have to be if my grandmother is proud of me. She passed when I was younger. As a kid, I really dreaded going to visit my grandparents, only because I was young and they lived 2 hours away, so it was always some kind of trip that I didn't want to go on. But looking back, I really wish I valued that time more. But when she passed, I made a promise to myself that everything I do is gonna be for her. And I would love to know that everything I do is making her proud. What is your favorite childhood memory? My favorite childhood memory is one time when my friend was sleeping over, and this is really fucked up. We were sleeping in my room in our sleeping bags on the floor. In the morning, I guess my door wasn't closed all the way, so my dog came sneaking in, and my dog pissed on my friend in his sleeping bag while he was still sleeping. And I was that little son of a bitch who didn't wake my friend up or shoot a dog away. I just kind of sat there and laughed. Where was the last place you traveled? The last place I traveled was to Chicago, and it was a great time. I'm actually going back at least one time during the summer. Possibly expect a vlog. What did you want to be when you were younger? I wanted to be a lot of things when I was younger. When I was young, like a kid, I wanted to be my dad. I wanted to be a fireman. I wanted to be a NFL player and a musician. But that is all the questions. Fuck you to the person who said you're fake. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, guys. Peace.